much for joining us today on the live channel.
You're welcome, Sharon.
So, just jumping straight in to hear a little bit about your story, I was interested to understand how important has work been for you throughout your life?
Work at first work was it was I kind of fell into what I do. So at first, it was kind of a passion. I really enjoyed it, and as a result, uh, maybe worked too much. So I would think um, less work and more socializing probably would have been the better thing for me to do. But when you have bills to pay and you have uh, kids to look after, work does become important.
Yeah, so it was pretty big for you. And you said that you fell into what you do. You weren't pursuing a passion that you had. Was there, a reason you fell into it, or how did it happen that you fell into your work?
Well, I came to America back in 1986, and as a new immigrant, not thinking I would stay here for more than 6 or 7 months, but it's turned into a lifetime. And I started just working on building sites in my younger years, just for money to get by while I was here, and I developed a passion for it, and I consumed it as far as reading out books and anything I could come across it.
And that's in this sort of cabinetry
No, that was in
aspect?
just general house building,
Okay.
and then I kind of fell into the finer things like the trim in the house, and building cabinets for houses, and ended up with a cabinet shop with computerized equipment and stuff to build this stuff, and you fall into the software aspect of it. So it was an ongoing progression, and finally I ended up doing construction management for people who are doing additions to the homes or building new homes, and that's what I do to this day. Yeah.
Great, great. And so you haven't retired, but I was just wondering, are you planning to retire? Any thoughts about retirement?
Yeah, I've definitely thought about retirement. I'm just trying to get all my ducks in a row, and I'm looking to retire sooner rather than later. The idea of retiring earlier appeals to me because I can still do things that I want to do. Retiring early and traveling and getting involved in sports that I used to be involved in, it seems like fun way to start a retirement.
Yeah, so the physical ability aspect is what's driving you in your plans for retirement. Cool. And then just one sort of last question around career. Like, what would you recommend to younger people when they're starting out in their career lives? Any advice?
Find something that you're passionate about, something that you enjoy. Like as I said, like when I fell into to my line of work, and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed learning about it. And if you're the type of person that wants to consume and learn everything about what you do, it's going to stand to you in the end. You're going to be successful. But if you're doing something you don't like, and you're not willing to increase your knowledge on that type of job that you're working on, you're just not going to be happy. So
Yeah.
find something that you enjoy, and that's really all I can say. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good advice. And a good sort of measure is if you're interested in learning more about it. That's a good indicator. Okay, so moving on. An interesting question that we like to cover is about technology. So you've been alive quite a while now, and so over that span, like, have you seen any major technological advancements that you consider really remarkable in your lifetime that have made changes for you?
Yeah, I guess in my job and what I do, I mean, the advent of the computers and the software, where you can design stuff and you can, at this stage, you can actually render photographs of what you're going to build before you build it to the exact specifications that you're going to build. That has been a huge leap forward.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know, when we're all small, we are often asked to draw pictures or write essays about what we imagine the future will be like technology wise. Has it panned out as you expected? Is it further along? What's your thought on that?
I think when I was younger, I thought we would be further along. But stuff has panned out as far as, you've got cell phones, you can contact anyone anywhere in the world at any time. I mean, that wasn't possible when I was younger. Stuff like cars and stuff have gotten a lot more reliable.
Yeah.
Houses are a lot more comfortable to live in than they were years ago.
You weren't imagining flying cars though, and
Yeah, no, well, I was thinking, yeah, you do think of all that stuff when you're younger, you're growing up watching TV series on TV, and you think that we would all be going to space by now, but it hasn't happened, and even though technology changes things quickly, it does work at a slow pace.
Yeah, true. Okay, so moving on, just over your life, through your different experiences, getting married, having children, your career, is there any significant lessons life has taught you that really stand out for you? Oh yeah, I learned this, and that was a learning for me.
Yeah, I would say, don't rush into anything. Definitely make sure what you're doing is what you want to do. On top of that, that's the main thing, and then, as I even, let's say, to my kids too, is like, even though they don't listen to you, you say, you should save, you should save a small amount, you should, from a very early age, because it makes things different, when you're, if you were saving when you were younger, when you get into your 40s and 50s, and you can do things, knowing that you've got the financial freedom to do it. That's the main thing I would say to younger people. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, save and have that sense of security. Okay, and then if you were giving advice to your younger self, is there anything specific you'd say to your younger self or younger people today about how to be happy in life?
Yeah, my younger self, I probably would have liked to have travelled more as my younger self.
Okay.
I think younger people should try to travel more. A lot of people just don't travel at all, but the idea of seeing other countries and seeing other cultures definitely enhances your life as far as the educational benefits you get from traveling. So I would say, if you're younger, I would say travel and find something that you're passionate about. That would be my two main things.
Okay, great. So last thought or nugget of advice that you would give to people starting out, or people who maybe are midway in their careers or midway in their marriages, or any thoughts you'd like to share? One last thought.
Yeah, the only thing is, don't let your work life consume your time.
Right.
It's important to have a healthy balance between family and work life.
Okay, great. I think we all agree with that. That's a good one, Stephen. Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing your stories here on Life today. And for anybody who'd like to share their story, just click the link below.